Hi, welcome to Rear Window Reflections, where we're helping you to improve your vintage life. And today we are doing a hair tutorial that was requested by Sarah. Hi! And it is about victory rolls. Rolling victory rolls on yourself, it can be a bit of a challenge. Once you get the hang of it though, easy breezy. So to save time for this video, I have pre-curled my hair, and this is what I did. Insert picture here. And so that's why I'm looking so glamorous today. So lovely. Okay, so here we go. I've already done the back of my hair just to save time for this video. I just put in a snood and then I'll add my hair flower later. Victory rolls can be rolled in a lot of different ways. There is no right or wrong way. This is just the way that I have found it easiest after lots of trial and error. Lots of trial and error. And I tend to like to part it a little bit over to the side, and I don't do a lot of things that where my hair's parted in the middle. And most of the time I bring my rolls forward and set them like almost right on the hairline. But for today's purposes, I'll put them in the standard setting, like a little farther back. But let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial where I push them more forward and make them like a little bit larger. I like them really big, so I'll make today's like fairly big. But I do like to place them normally like kind of like right by the hairline. So I'll shove those forward and show you guys how I do it. But if you guys want to see like, you know, technical, then I can do that too. Okay, you're gonna need your standard equipment: brush, rat tail comb, bobby pins. If you end up with lumps and bumps, you're gonna want, you know, a couple of hairpins to like help. And then I use a duckbill clip after I've curled my hair in order to help it cool and set, like in that tight curl, so that I have curl on the ends, because you gotta control those ends. If I just rant and rave about anything over and over and over and over again in my tutorial videos, you gotta control those ends. And of course, my favorite, hairspray. Love you. Okay, here we go. So, just gonna brush your hair up. Smush, smush. Brush it up, brush it up. And you're gonna rat. See that? And you're gonna rat behind, not in front, because you need this part to be really smooth. Smooth, smooth. So I'll rat. Whether you rat going like vertical, horizontal, diagonal, really doesn't matter for this one like it matters for some of the other ones. So I'll just rat. It doesn't need to be like a super tight rat. It doesn't have to be, you know, we're not doing anything like way, way fancy. Then you're gonna smooth it. Smooth. You're gonna smooth it a little bit on the other side, but not a lot. Then you're gonna pull it up. See how it like flops over and it curls under? Right? That's what you want. You gotta see that. You gotta control those ends. You're gonna pull those ends. You're gonna turn them just like you're pin curling. Right? And then you're just gonna work it down. And if you're like, yeah, we're not. If it's like lands right on your part, great. Pin it right. For me, I do it right at the front, and I move it all the way forward to the back. And then, like I showed you in the last video for the big front roll, I take my hands, I put it in, and I just like spread it out to make it big. spray. Spray, spray. Then you can pull down the back. A little bit, kind of spread it out. Depending on what you want to do, or you can just leave. Sometimes I'll just leave it like that, like big and up. And just, you could see your future just right through it. Why not? Then I'll move over to the other side. And I'll brush it and I'll pull it straight up. And I'll do the same thing. Like rat it a little bit. Now I always, almost always, I shouldn't say always, almost always wear my victory rolls offset. So one will be bigger than the other. The larger one on the like bigger side of my part right here, then the smaller one on the smaller side of my part. I always like the way that that looks better than like two smaller rolls that are totally symmetrical, but that is absolutely personal taste. If you want to roll your rolls symmetrical, all you have to do is part your hair in the middle, make sure that they're the same size and you spread them out and you will have symmetrical rolls. So all that has to do with is just the amount of hair that you're using on whatever side of your part. So that part, that's all personal preference. That's like the glory of vintage hairstyling, is you'll find what you like and then just do it. Again, got your curl, right? And then of course you have your errant piece right there that doesn't want to work for you. Got to control that, bend it to your will. Grab it up. And then for this side, you're going to twist it and roll it in. It's proper side. And then you're going to pin it. For this particular hairstyle, I will leave my pins. It doesn't matter to me if my two pins that are holding up my rolls show, because it's no mystery that pins are holding up this hairstyle. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to walk around and look natural, right? So to me, it's like, who cares? On myself. However, if I'm rolling this hairstyle on a client, I will make sure that no pins show, because they're paying for it. I, however, am rolling myself for free. Therefore, pins. And I roll this hair out pretty much every day. So whether I have a pin showing here or there, I don't really care. Okay, got feeling like, feels pretty. It's not rock hard yet. Spray it on the other side. See how that kind of like flops? You just gotta kind of like push it around. Don't be afraid to like push hard too. If you're, if you get in there and it's like, you're like, and you're really like afraid to touch it, then you're always going to be frustrated. You got to get in there and really just like bend it to your will. And then if it falls out, then just do it again. Please. Victory rolls specifically, oh my gosh, I'll roll victory rolls 4 times. Make sure that they're right. Then just go in there and do like your detail work. Make sure that you don't see, like errant hairs anywhere. Errant hairs. Ha ha ha. Knee slapper. Okay. All right. And there you are. Victory rolls. V for victory. Just a tiny bit of trivia. Victory rolls are actually named for the barrel rolls that the B-52 bombers were doing in World War II. So all the home front girls wanted to support their troops overseas, and so when they started rolling their hair, they called them victory rolls to support all their pilots. V for victory, everyone. So thank you so much for joining us here on As the Curl Turns. And like I said, if you want to see another video tutorial on victory rolls, different ways that I roll them, different placements, please let me know and I will make another video. Thank you so much for your support. As the Curl Turns, appreciate you all. And join us here next time on Rear Window Reflections for more vintage tips.